Hey guys, Inferno here with a first gameplay look at Netaboku. Now this is on Steam. Netaboku, a robot girl changes my life. This game is a sci-fi romantic adventure visual novel modelled after the Avatar Robot Cafe, Japan circa 2040. Kanto lives in a residential facility for the severely physically disabled. One day they meet a mysterious girl, Kanata, and their destiny changes dramatically. So developed by Atelier ATIC, released on the 18th of December 2020. It's available on Steam. Let's check it out. So we'll start a new game. It runs along a long, inorganic corridor. The sound of clothing scraping, the sound of shoes scraping against the hallway, the sound of cutting the wind. The sound of breathing is inaudible. I can hear from behind. Gunshots and screams. Alright, you're going to head to the underground area where the escape pods are. I've already specified where the pods go. When you get there, my apprentice Rose... Professor, they are almost there. Okay, I'll buy you some time. Let the injured person back up. I apologise first, I'm sorry. This is an order. No matter what happens, don't look back and head to the escape pod. I wish you all the best for my daughter's future. I will not look back because it is against the order of the professor. I can't look back because it is against the professor's will. I found it. This way. This is not good. They just found me. It's a little more to the target pod. I should be able to run away. I'm fine. I'm fine. That's what I keep telling myself as I run. Hooray, I arrived. Then start up. The door closes. It's poorly maintained and slow to close. It's almost there. At that moment, a bullet penetrates the body as if sucked through a gap. The last man in view was a blonde man with a gun. Consciousness sinks. Do I shoot? Stop. If the contents are broken, everyone's necks will fly. But at this rate... Did you not hear me say stop? The blonde man says, leaving only his facial expressions alone. However, feelings and murderousness are bare. I'm sorry, sir. Hey, keep track of where it's going. If you can't, predict your arrival area. Yes, sir. Until the end, Professor didn't tell me where to go. It won't be straightforward. The man chuckles, enjoying himself from the bottom of his heart. Well, the beginning of a fun chase. The next news. Today, 13 years have passed since the second great Kanto earthquake. 200,000 people have died and many victims still live in temporary housing. The government is a new policy. 13 years since then. Hey, Kanto, we're about to leave. Yeah, let's go. Alright, I'll move it. The young man in front of me uses his arms to hold me, and we carried it to the wheelchair beside. Thank you, Vasilico. Huh? What are you talking about now? I still want to be thankful. Yeah, you're being polite. Okay, let's go. Kanto-kun, are you going out now? The woman was cleaning at the entrance, wearing bamboo brooms and dustbirds. Yes, I will return in the afternoon as usual. Is Miyamoto-san cleaning? Please be careful about your body. Hey, can you not treat me as an elderly person? It looks like this and is still young. Well, you don't look older. Well, she looks like a mature woman, but, in other way, she looks more like a young girl. How old are you? Don't pick up anything weird and eat it. And don't follow people you don't know. I wouldn't do that. Alright then. Show them your spirits. She laughs aloud. I can't beat her. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go too. Yeah, take care. From the wharf of the island we took a boat to the central harbour. The former coastal area was submerged by the great earthquake 13 years ago, and slightly raised land is dotted with islands. The area around the facility where I live is one of the islands. Small boats have come and gone to connect such isolated islands and have become a major means of transportation for us on the island. Since a few years ago, drones and balloons have appeared in the air, but they are more expensive than ships, and I can't ride them because I'm in a wheelchair. But I want to see the scenery from the sky just once. We got off the boat and walked in the park next to the port. It's my destination soon. Geographically, it is the old Shiba Park. This place where trains and buses used to come and go has changed a lot. Although this area has been somewhat improved, there is still a lot of debris in the suburbs and the infrastructure has not kept up with it. Reconstruction is still a long way off. When I was thinking about that, I could hear Vasilico's roar from behind. Oops, uh-oh. Ha! Oh! This road is as hard as ever. Apparently he is struggling on the gravel road. Ah, I'm tired. Can I go home? No, a little more, so do your best. Geez, Kanto treats people roughly. Okay, let's move the legs, not the mouth. Vasilico says that every time. Vasilico complains as soon as he gets even a little tired. I know it's a joke though. Vasilico is interesting because, unlike other staff members, he clearly states what he thought. It's the exact opposite of me. Vasilico pushed my wheelchair and arrived to our destination, and I saw a beautiful large water fountain that reflected a glittering light. Pray for the souls of those who died in the earthquake. At the base of the water fountain carved a lot of names and many flowers are offered. It seemed unrealistic to see a large number of people wearing dark clothes in attendance, but I got used to it a few times. But that doesn't mean sadness is lessened. Some people are leaking their sobs. That's how big the disaster was. After some time, our turn comes. I asked Vasilico to offer them 2 bouquets. I can't join hands on my own, so I close my eyes and pray with all my might. Mother, Dad, it's been 1 year. How are you? I'm 18 years old now. It took me some time to get along, but I'm doing well with everyone at the facility. Come to think of it, something like this happened to me the other day. I talked about the events of the past year as much as I could remember. I couldn't hear my parents' voice, but I felt like they were really listening to me. I'll come back next year. Finally said goodbye and signalled Vasilico next door. Vasilico also responded with a platter of eyes as if he had just finished praying. It's been what, 15 years now? 13 years this year. Oh, 13 years. We're getting old. I don't really remember, but I just felt scared. Yeah. Back then, even as a child, I was worried about what was going to happen. It's surprisingly manageable. Yeah, right. The hard memories of those days come back to life. Personally, I wish they'd do something about the roads, paving and subtle slopes soon. I don't care either way. I'm the one pushing the wheelchair after all. It's none of your business. As he said this, Vasilico pushed the wheelchair in the opposite direction from the way home. Where are we going? Since we're going out, let's make a quick stop. It would be disrespectful to the God of Heaven to go back home only to visit the grave after having a hard time. What was that serious expression on your face that you were praying in silence earlier? Yeah, but I wonder if they'll worry about me if I'm late home. It's okay. If it's a little bit, Miyamoto-san will tolerate it. Vasilico, may I suggest... I guess Vasilico is trying to cheer me up in his own way. Okay. Let's take a detour, shall we? Alright, now I can go buy the new figures that came out today. I take back what I said, this guy doesn't think about anything. Return my thanks. No, I'm not going to say it, but... Okay, I'm going to shop a little bit. Wait here. Yeah, take me with you. I'm sorry, wheelchairs are impossible because the entrance is stairs. Seriously? I'll be back soon. Do you want something? I guess not particularly. Oh wait, bronchial suction, please. Basilico responds quickly to my request with a familiar touch. Not only immobile, but I'm also doing a tracheostomy. So you have to suck the sputum regularly. Everyone passing by, probably because of an unfamiliar sight, is facing you. Good, well, I'm off then. Don't follow a stranger. No, I can't go even if I want to go. Meanwhile, Basilico quickly disappeared into the hobby shop. This is the first place I have visited. There are a lot of unfamiliar shops. I always go home as soon as I visit a grave, so I don't know much about this city. I wonder how long it takes to shop. If it's too long, I want to suction again, and I'm worried about being alone outside. Well, if something happens, I can call you. Command, play music from the favourites list. Operate the smart device on the neck by voice input. I waited while listening to music until Basilico returned. I decided to listen to the music and wait until Basilico came back. Well, this body can only wait though. The cherry blossoms are so beautiful here. I go to that fountain every year at this time to visit the grave. 13 years ago, I was caught up in the earthquake and my parents were never returned. I was 5 at the time. I was taking a walk with the nurse when the earthquake struck. I can't remember clearly, but I think they were kind, always laughing and loving parents. I was sorrowful and couldn't afford to think about anything else. Although I have finally calmed down recently, I have not yet fully recovered. If I wasn't this body, would I still be next to me? Why did my body like this survive? Come to think of it, the cherry blossoms were dancing back then, just like today. No, let's not remember anymore. I'll never forget it, but let's keep it in the corner of our minds for now. Maybe I'll play some different music for a change. Command, skip one song. Just then, a strong wind blew and I dropped the blanket I was wearing on my knee. There's nothing I can do about it because I can't move my body. Are you okay? I was at a loss when a silver-haired girl called out to me. I called out to her. Oh, so, excuse me. Before I knew it, I was calling out to her. Normally, I would never talk to her myself. But I had a feeling that if I didn't call them out now, I'd never see them again. What's happened? She stopped and looked back. What do? I didn't think about any topics, but... How did you do? She looks at me intently as if she is studying through my heart. I feel my heart pounding even more from that straightforward gaze. I can see myself in her large, clear eyes, dazed. Oh, if there's nothing else, I'm going. She could not wait, she tried to leave again. It's not like I have anything to do. It would be rude to hold them back any longer. You're a beautiful woman, I wanted to talk to you for a minute, but it can't be helped. Just as I was about to give up, I heard a familiar voice. Hey Kanto, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Oh. Huh? Oh. My vision was close to darkness by something. Apparently Basilico, who had a lot of luggage, ran into her. Did Basilico fall down? Heavy. It's so heavy. My face is about to be crushed. Notice when trying to inhale. The neck cannula has been greatly blocked. I can't breathe like this. This could be a fatal blow to my weak breathing to begin with. I hope him move quickly. It's heavy. Move. Over. Breathing. I tried to talk with all my might, but I couldn't speak because my mouth was blocked. My head is getting hurt. I wonder if there's a lack of oxygen. I'm hearing some strange noises and electronic sounds, I guess. I feel like it's ringing very close. And I can see the light. I've never experienced either of these before. Maybe it's a flashback. Oh, this is how I'm going to end my life. I was thinking, why did I survive? So maybe it's a punishment. I thought I would die differently. Well, I don't have that many regrets, so maybe that's good too. I mean, how long is Vasilico going to be down? The body that covered me began to move. You finally figured it out. So I'm getting a lot of oxygen into my body. Then the view became fine, but the body still feels weight. It's funny, I wonder why it's still heavy. I feel something uncomfortable, especially around my right shoulder. Curious, I turned to my right and found out what it was. Her face from earlier was on my right shoulder. Okay, so it wasn't Vasilico who was falling down, it was her. It's a simple matter if I know. Sorry, Vasilico. It's like I've been sending you useless hatred. Huh? When I think about it, I mean, the one that hit me in the face earlier was her boob from the viewpoint of position. Wait a minute, this is not the time to be thinking about it. I look at her face and she's groggy with her eyes closed. I don't feel her body moving. Oh, she's out cold. Oh my god. We have to get some help. Hey, are you alive? When I was a little panicked, I heard the usual carefree voice. So I calmed down a little. Vasilico. Oh hey, you're late coming back. Sorry, I bumped into something and dropped my pack. By something, you mean her. By the way, Kanto, I told you not to follow strange people, but I'm not saying it's okay to pick up the old man out. He purposely put his hand on his forehead and made a troubled gesture. And she's beautiful. No, I don't know what's going on either. She's beautiful. Why did you say that twice? It's important. I think it's more embarrassing that way. I can't believe you're getting a hot hug from a beautiful girl and you still don't care about me. I'm surprised you're picking up anyone. What the hell kind of hand did you use? Vasilico, it's an emergency. She's unconscious and not breathing. We need to get to the hospital as soon as possible. Really? The carefree attitude has changed drastically. Vasilico turns lightly pale. He seems to have a handle on the situation. The closest hospital from here is our facility. Can't you get closer? Where's the ambulance? There is, but I think the road is still closed and it will take time. It would be quicker if we could just run along and get on the boat. Kanto, is it okay to move with her on top of your body? It's pretty painful, but it's probably okay. Okay, let's hurry home. With her on my body, Vasilico begins to push the wheelchair. There was resistance at the beginning of the move, probably because of the weight of the two. But Vasilico's all-out effort finally got the wheelchair moving. Once you move, you don't feel any weight unless you stop. I think Vasilico said something like that before. We're running to the harbour without worrying about our surroundings. The fact that a wheelchair with a person in it is running at full speed must be conspicuous. People who pass by are looking here in surprise. Kanto, can you call Miyamoto-san for help? If you can contact us right now, you should be able to join us at the port and take immediate action. Oh, okay. I called Miyamoto-san by voice, following Vasilico's instructions. Vasilico, the other staff members are on their way. Good, let's speed it up. Normally he is very carefree, but in such an emergency he responds well. Vasilico is a reliable guy after all. She was as unconscious as ever. I faintly hoped that the vibrations of the wheelchair would wake me up, but that didn't happen. She doesn't move at all. If you're about to fall out of your wheelchair, you have to tell Basilico. It's the only thing I can do now. For the first time in a long time, I feel a little frustrated that I can't do anything about such a situation. If I didn't have a body like this, I would have been more useful. In the meantime, we arrived at the port. The staff members joined us and hurriedly boarded the boat, and contrary to our feelings, the boat left on time. A worried Miyamoto-san will be waiting for us at the docks. Miyamoto-san, I didn't pick it up and eat it, but I did take the girl home with me. Alright, I'll leave it there for my first playthrough. So this is Netaboku, A Robot Girl Changes My Life. It's on Steam, came out end of December 2020, developed by Atelier ATIC, and not too bad so far. So I'll leave it there for a first playthrough and continue next time. Have a great weekend. My name's Inferno. See you next time.